Now to Mike Madigan, considered one of the most powerful men in Illinois political history.
Today, prosecutors began to outline their case against the former House Speaker. Our Sabrina Franza joins us live from the Dirksen Federal Courthouse, where yet again, Sabrina, a Chicago politician is accused of corruption.
Abuse of power, quid pro quo. Some of the words that the prosecution used to describe Madigan and his actions, much different than Madigan's attorney's descriptions, who focused on his legacy and his time in office. The former Illinois House Speaker listened to opening statements while his wife and daughter watched from the front row of the gallery. Assistant U.S. Attorney Sarah Stryker opened with, quote, "This is a case about corruption at the highest level." Madigan and his associate, former lobbyist Michael McLean, are facing charges of racketeering, conspiracy, bribery, and wire fraud. Prosecutors plan to play upwards of 200 recorded calls detailing 5 different schemes to prove that Madigan used his various political positions as part of a long-term scheme to arrange for no-show jobs for his political workers and for personal benefits for himself and his law firm. In his defense, Madigan's attorneys focused on his legacy rather than the evidence they plan to present, claiming prosecutors will make a case, quote, reliant on unreliable sources, that they're, quote, going to build their case on former representatives that had an axe to grind. We asked our legal analyst, Irv Miller, about the recordings Madigan's team showed today.
You know, they wanted to take the aggressive approach, and they weren't just going to lay back at the weeds and take it from the government. They wanted to give these jurors something to think about, as to try to throw in there a little reasonable doubt. That's all the defense has to do, to say these flippers were acting on their own, that what the evidence is going to be is actually going to be favorable to Mike Madigan, to show he's a decent guy and had nothing to do with any of these schemes.
And this trial is expected to last 11 weeks. Opening statements continue tomorrow. We're live inside the Dirksen Federal Courthouse. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
Thank you, Sabrina.